Hey, Calvary Gospel. It's good to be with you again, to come together and look into the Word of God, see what God is sharing with us today. Today, I wanted to touch on the idea of sharing our testimony or using our testimony, what God has done in our life, as a way to influence someone else's life, as a way to share that there is hope beyond the current circumstances. And I want to share that out of a position of recognizing that the stage in which the world is currently in, is giving people not enough hope, and people are searching for hope, and people are looking to places, to governments, and to ideas to try to find hope for whatever the situation may be going on. And truly, the only hope we have is in Jesus. And to many people, that hasn't been shared, and that hasn't been a reality in their life. They may have heard of God, they may have gone to a church or whatever, but sometimes it's our personal testimonies that can truly and radically change a person's life. And I want to jump back a little bit and look at 2 Timothy, like we did in the previous devotional that I shared, where Paul is reminding Timothy of being ready to preach the word. And here in Timothy 4, it says, "Preach the word, be ready in season and out of season." What Paul is telling Timothy here is that you need to be ready to preach the word, to share what God has put into your heart. And if we jump over to Revelation, there's in Revelation 12:11, we're going to read a little bit ahead, but we're going to focus on the verses of chapter 12, verses 11. It says here, "Then I heard a loud saying in heaven, saying, 'Now salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ have come. For the accuser of our brethren, who accused them before our day and night, and has been cast down, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimonies.'" What we're being told here is there is power in the testimony of what God has done in your life, what God has done in my life. And God has specifically placed that and done a great work in each of our lives so that we can go and share the gospel. We can go and bring a true hope to people that don't have hope. And right now the world is in a place where they have no hope, and they're searching for hope, and they're going to places and trying to find a hope, and those places may be saying, "Hey, we have hope for you here, we have a solution for you here," but the reality is the only true solution is Jesus. And that's for us as believers, there is a reminder, and we need to be empowered and be reminded to go and share our testimonies. What has God done in your life? Big or small, God is working, has worked, is going to continue working, and always will continue working in our lives. And it's from that position of recognizing that, hey, God has not only provided all my needs, He's not only been there for me from the beginning, but He's my Redeemer. He's the source of my salvation. He's my hope. He truly is my hope. He gives me grace, but He also gives me truth. He's my healer, my deliverer, my provider. God is everything that the world will ever need. And so many people out there need to hear that. And sometimes as believers, we get nervous and we hesitate to share what God has done to in our lives because we're worried that we might get rejected. But God has put something in us, has done something in our lives, and is calling us to go share to whoever is around you. We have the opportunity as believers to share with our co-workers, with people that we see in restaurants and throughout the stores. If you see someone with a need, you can go and share your testimony and say, "Hey, there is hope. There is an everlasting hope. There is a rock that I can stand on no matter what the climate of the world is." I want to read a quick quote here before we wrap up. It's by Isaiah Mozone. It says, "Never silence your testimony. It's meant for someone else, not you." And that's such a powerful statement because whatever God's doing in your life, He's doing a great work in your life. He's changing things. He's empowering you. He's comforting you. He's walking with you through the valleys. He's there on the other sides in the good times. But that's all that is for you. But the testimony itself of what God did is not for you to keep. It's for you to go and share. It's for you to pass along that there's someone that's going through something where they see no hope, or they're saying, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this, how I'm going to make through it. And they don't see a solution. And there's so many people like that out there, but we as believers, we have it. We have the gold. We have the answer to everything. That's Jesus Christ. We're able to share that in our daily lives and say, hey, there is always hope. That hope is in Jesus. I hope you're reminded of that. I hope you're encouraged. I want to encourage you to go and share your testimony with someone around you, whoever you work with, anyone you run into. Ask God. Truly just ask the Father to, hey, Father, speak to me who you have that you want to share what you've done in my life. Who do you have for me to share that to? And God's going to, it's amazing. God's going to respond. He's going to open your eyes and he's going to say, hey, there's this person I want you to go and encourage with what I did in your life. Give them a hope. Give them something to lean on. And that's going to be a powerful thing. That's how the world is going to change. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good week.